Good morning, everyone. We will now begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama to protect and bless us as we participate today in the construction of paradise on earth. Amatsu-Norito and Miroku Prayer, please stand. Taka'amagara ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Eni oya kamu izanagi no mikoto. Tsukushi no imuka no tachi hana no. Odono ahagi harani misogi harai tamo utoki ni narimaseru. Arai dono o kami tachi moro moro no magabuto tsumike gare o. Arai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni. Ame no fuchi koma no mimi furita tete kikoshi meseto kashiko mimo maosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami mamori tamae sakihae tamae. Nagara tamachi haemase. Nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving your ray. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truths given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us, radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive prayer.
Meishu-sama bless you.
Now concluded, we will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. God's instruments. Although we speak of love and compassion, our words, if not turned into deeds, are little more than wind blowing through the trees. We are only human. Therefore, let us not be quick to judge the actions of others as to whether they are right or wrong. The freedom of choice is God given. Let us never force our opinions on others or allow them to force their opinion on us. There are people who think and speak of others as being good or evil. Humans cannot know the good or evil, right or wrong in others. This wisdom belongs to the domain of God, who alone is able to judge. It is conceit that causes one to assume the right to pass judgment upon others. If there really is any evil among people, God will judge it. So there is no need for human. If there are some people who cannot believe this, it means they believe in human power more than in God's. Such individuals are victims of ego and misconception. We must always keep in mind that the Supreme God presides over all and will provide the sterner and sterner warnings to those who have deviated from the right path so they may awaken to their mistakes and change. One of the wisest things any of us can do is to hold strictly to the injunction, judge not lest you be judged, and to always be watchful of our own thoughts and deeds so that we do not make mistakes. We will have true understanding of God when we can lead God-centered lives in this way.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters. Before I became a trainee, I was involved in the youth group in my state, São Paulo, and twice a year we would get together at the regional center to listen to lectures, and during these encounters of the youth group, we were challenged to do the door-to-door activity. So the minister leading that activity gave us the guidance. Look, don't prejudge. Don't have a preconceived idea, depending on what neighborhood you are going to be assigned, whether these locations or houses you are going to watch or knock at a door, ring a bell, already assuming that they will have either no problems or many problems, which was my case. I was assigned to a very well-to-do neighborhood. So that those words of wisdom served for me not to have this preconceived idea, okay, these houses are so fancy, maybe these people don't have many problems, but that shouldn't be the case. All those who were already pre-assigned from the spiritual realm, they will be the ones that will be open the doors or will listen to my words of trying to give them Johrei. And this passage was then, when I was already a trainee, I was assigned to the neighborhood called Santa Cecilia in São Paulo, where I found more buildings than houses. And I was using the strategy of pushing buttons on intercoms in order to see if someone from the apartment building would accept Johrei. And in one of these occasions, every Saturday was this activity, which we did for 6 months straight. I was walking one side of the street, on the other side was this fellow who apparently had a mental disease, a mental problem, because he was talking to himself, talking loud, and other passers-by were trying to run away from him. They were scared, if you will. So he was on the other side of the street, I was here, so I sped up my pace because I felt this fellow is going to interfere with my mission here. And so I did, and then I found an intercom to push a button and to offer Johrei. And when I was saying, I'm here to offer a prayer, and soon I saw the face of this guy next to mine. And oh my gosh. And they opened the door, was automatic, the door of the building. And soon he grabbed my hand and started running up the stairs, prayer, prayer, prayer. And somehow I was led to let it happen and not interfere. It was almost, okay, let's see what God and Meishu-sama having planned. And was so interesting because that fellow lived in that building. When I said, I'm here offering a prayer, and he, with his voice, prayer, prayer, saying like this, they recognized his voice and then decided to open the door. So I gave Johrei to 5 people in that family, including this fellow. So it was 6 people altogether, which became a very interesting experience for me. In this regard, don't judge if others are good or evil. We don't know who are going to be utilized by God and Meishu-sama. Sometimes it will be the unexpected ones. And today, also, I would like to share this faith experience from Carlos Leão da Silva. He's from Bahia, Brazil. Carlos is 26 years old, and he has been a Johrei member for 8 years, and currently is the youth group leader for his Johrei Center. In January of this year, he listened to the guidance of his head minister about the importance of using the teachings as a spiritual GPS to follow in Meishu-sama's footsteps. Not in the habit of reading the teachings daily, and only did so when recommended for a specific dedication he was involved with. Upon realizing how much he was lacking in this practice, he decided to read the divine writings daily for at least 30 minutes. Once he started this practice, he soon noticed an inner change. He was able to understand more clearly the deep connection that exists between everything we live and the truth contained in Meishu-sama's teachings. He began facing his purifications and daily difficulties with more discernment and serenity. When a complicated situation arose that left him not knowing what to do, it constantly came to his mind a passage of some teaching related to the issue, and thus everything was resolved in a harmonious way. Very excited with the results obtained, he decided to expand this practice among the youth members of his Johrei Center, promoting daily challenges related to the study of the divine writings of Meishu-sama's teachings. The feedback he received was very positive. The young members exchanged books from the collection entitled Teachings of Meishu-sama, volumes 1 to 5, helping those who did not have all the volumes to studying and sharing experiences. Several of these youth told him how the constant practice of reading the teachings was serving their lives in many ways. He then posted pictures of the teachings covers on social media and recommended the reading of these publications. To his surprise, he received several positive comments and interactions from friends, especially Johrei members, who praised his initiative and wrote to him, they became motivated to start reading these teachings. His heart became filled with gratitude when he realized he was setting an example for others. Carlos is now very grateful to God and Meishu-sama for using him as an instrument, because given the purification that the world is going through right now, he was able somehow to bring light to people's lives. His commitment is to continue the practice of regularly reading of the divine writings of Meishu-sama's teachings and to encourage as many people as possible to carry out the practices of our faith. Thank you very much. Want to have a wonderful day. Thank you.
This brings to a conclusion of our morning service. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and have a blessed day.